The game you see on your screen right now is definitely not cloud gaming, but I have to admit it looks incredibly smooth and good for a mobile device. So how is that possible? A developer managed to get the lossless FRAMEGEN feature working on a modded version of the Winlator Emulator. Thanks to this, games can now be played incredibly smoothly on the Winlator Emulator. The lossless FRAMEGEN feature allows you to increase your FPS without compromising your image quality. Please don't worry, I'll explain how to install this modified Winlator version and how to use the lossless FRAMEGEN feature from start to finish. So, try to watch the video carefully without skipping anything. Now let's move on to how to install this version of Winlator. Let's start by installing the Winlator version, the link to which I shared on my Telegram channel. Install the Winlator APK file you downloaded from the link. It will ask for some permissions for installation. Approve all of them to continue. The application will request certain permissions during the installation process on your phone. You need to approve these, as they are required for both performance management of the emulator and access to the game files. We have successfully installed the emulator on our phone. Now download the lossless DLL file, the link to which I also shared on Telegram, to your phone. Then, by selecting the downloaded file in the settings section shown on the screen in Winlator, you can now embed the FRAMEGEN feature into the emulator. Now we need to create a container for GTA 5. You can enter the game using your own emulator settings, but if you're curious about my settings, I'll show them to you again. I selected Proton 11 and Wine, but you can play this game with Proton 10 or 9. I'm using the Qualcomm driver for the GPU. Choose version 2.3.1 for DXVK. You don't need to make any changes in the environmental variables section. Proceed to the FX section. Select the latest version as the FX driver. Configure the other settings as shown on the screen. That's all for our settings. Now we need to tap the checkmark below to save these settings. Then the container we created for GTA 5 will be created. Now let's go to the game's launch screen, and before we start the game, I'll show you how to activate the lossless frame generation feature. I recommend activating the FRAMEGEN feature before launching the game. Even if you modify this setting while in-game, it might not make much difference. Therefore, activate the lossless feature as shown on the screen before starting the game and launch your game that way. Now that we've enabled the lossless FRAMEGEN feature, we can launch the game. Let's see how smooth the gameplay will be. As you can see on the screen, the game runs as smoothly as if you were playing it on a PC. It really looks amazing. The only problem is that my version of the game had QuantV and menu mods installed. For some reason, this Winlator version didn't work with any of the mods. But it doesn't matter. I really miss the original colors of GTA 5. I'll play the game like this. We see what independent developers can do every day in the Android and emulator world. We want to see the same developments from official developers and companies. They should also strive to offer us gamers the best possible experience, given the true capabilities of our devices. I see the future of mobile gaming, in particular, in technologies like FRAMEGEN, because the hardware war will never end, but these kinds of software solutions will revolutionize things. Now I want you to see the game from a hand cam perspective as well, because it seems like our phones have completely transformed into consoles.
Get away from me before I call the cops. I already warned you once. I'm calling the police. Well, I think I'm in danger. Could you get an officer down here? Citizens report is possible disturbance west of entry line. Damn! 5-0.